What's poppin', people? It's Dante. Some nature thoughts. So living in a city is sometimes overwhelming because of all the big buildings you're walking around, these sort of like tight alleyways and streets, and there's so many people. But just a little, stone throw away around the art museum from Center City, Philadelphia, you can get away into this sort of pocket here, surrounded by trees. You can actually step down in a couple spots and get closer to the water. Actually, yeah, you could go down there. Let's see. It's kind of risky, but you know what? I'll take the risk. So I think that like exploring in nature and just sort of doing any sort of like, I don't know, would this be considered like parkour? This is like just a fun place to be, honestly, like on the rocks on the side of a river, looking out towards water, being around trees, greenery. All this kind of stuff is really, I think, just good for our health and our just well-being overall, where, there's this connection between everything, whether it's the sun, the water, the trees providing the clean oxygen. Perhaps it's the oxygen that is something to consider, right? The oxygen from the trees, just having fresh air, like you hear that saying, like fresh air. Like maybe that's why nature is so good for us, is the fresh air itself. I think that it's important to have the sort of yin and the yang between, living in a city and embracing nature. And this is one of those spots that I've always come to, and I just wanted to share it with my GoPro here. Yeah, it's like off of the Schuylkill River Trail by Paynes Park, and it kind of branches off into this dirt path, and it's like a dead end at the other side, but it's just this place to get away and escape. And I think it's good to just generally have places like that to find solitude, right? While it's great to be around other people, I think being around nature is also something to consider, where you can feel endlessly connected just being around trees without people's presence. This new structure here, check out this bench. Let's see the bench. This is something I haven't actually checked out, but it's like relatively new. Yeah, it's cool. It's nice. You're loved, may peace be with you, bro. I like this. But yeah, just consider nature more. We need more natural things in our lives. When you live in a city, you're around this sort of like concrete jungle, I guess you could call it. It's probably why I love biking so much, is because it allows me to just get away from the city itself. There's something natural about wanting to be away from people, but also wanting to be around people. It's like this weird sort of dichotomy where we want to be around other people, but we also don't. It's interesting to consider, perhaps, and like what to do about that. Yeah, I guess just find parks that you can escape to. Beautiful, beautiful colors.